Guys, deluded goon, a month of November. Obviously, I've done the top six, but we might as well talk about the relegation battle. So yeah, let's start with Newcastle. They sit 12th. I believe they've only got one. They only got 1 point this month. They've been shocking in every game I've watched them. To be honest with you, man, I've not been impressed with Newcastle. I have a lot of time for Newcastle fans, man. They're very loyal, and you won't get many realer fans than Newcastle fans. But they're being let down by the team, and they're playing poor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they've only got 1 point. So yeah. Brighton, I believe they actually 10th. They're doing their thing, man. I hope Chris Hughton stays up, man. He's doing his thing for the brothers, man. He needs to stay up. I believe he's got 5 points. Like I said, they're unlucky against United. Obviously, they lost 1-0 at the end of the day, and they didn't really do enough. United never really looked in doubt, but they could have had a bit more quality in front of goal with knockout, and they worked their socks off, so they were unlucky. They worked their socks off against Arsenal as well, but working socks off doesn't mean anything. They beat Swansea, they drew with Palace, so they're not really giving away too many points to their rivals, so they might be okay. Everton, I do believe to a degree Everton are too good to go down, but when they're playing like they're playing, I don't really have a leg to stand on. They're 13th, Big Sam coming in. Obviously, they pumped hammers in their last game. Pretty fitting for the new prospective manager coming in. They pump hammers like 4-1, really got a hat-trick. They beat Watford. They took 7 out of 12. Not that bad, to be honest, when you look at it, to be honest with you. But their performance against Southampton was shocking. They were terrible in the draw against Palace. Yeah, like I said, man, they just, even in Europa League, they didn't look 30, man. You know, if you've been watching football, you know what Everton's been on. By the end of the day, 7 points from 12 certainly isn't the worst out of all the teams I'm talking about. So yeah, Swansea now 19th, real problems. They were called saying they done smart business. Sanchez sadly at the moment looks like a dud. I got a lot of time for him, but he looks like a dud. Boney looks like a dud. Several of the existing players there are playing like duds. It's just full-blown duddery going on in Wales right now with Swansea. The only player that looks decent when you go and watch Swansea highlights or watch Swansea play is Fabianski. So if your keeper's playing the best, that shows how much opportunities the ops are having on you. And if that's happening, it reminds me of Sunderland. And anyone that knows Sunderland won a serious football club in this Premier League thing. So yeah, you know what happened with that. There's some real bad trouble, man. 1 point out of 12. That's poor, man. They lost to Burnley, they lost to Brighton, they lost to Chelsea, they drew with Bournemouth. Credit to them, but they ain't been 30. Hammers now 18th. Moyes is coming. They're looking poor. Three defeats. It's just looking dumb. A point from 12 again. Another team like that. A draw with Leicester. 2-0 against Watford. Correct me if I'm wrong. They got battered against Liverpool. They've held a lot of canings, man. Like they've held. I swear, 4-0 against Everton as well. They've held a caning from both sides of Merseyside. So yeah, a point from 12. Not really the stuff for a side that wants to stay up. So yeah. Next, you've got Palace that I've got written down. Palace in 20th. Hodson's there. The players, you could do something with them players, to be honest. I do think they might go down, but you could do something with them players. But Hodson concerns me. I don't really think he galvanises anyone, especially if you're trying to fight a relegation. Lost to Spurs, but they probably expected that. They've got 5 points from 12, to be honest. That's not the worst. So, yeah. But are they going to go down? It's a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. Their fans are very good fans, like Newcastle. I've got a lot of time for Palace fans. So, yeah. Then you got West Brom in 17th, 2 from 12. Pardew's coming, I don't really know for Pardew, to be honest. Whenever I watch them, they're just giving away silly goals, silly individual errors. I'm so sure week in, week out, literally in the last 2 Premier League game weeks, McLean has had something to do with 2 of their goals. They just look poor. And from a side that's been coached for years by Pulis, I know you're bad form or not, some of these goals they're conceding is poor. They sit 17th. They were shocking against Chelsea in that 4-0 defeat as well. So yeah, there's a lot of teams playing poorly. Obviously, you've got Stoke as well, man. 2 from 12. They can't defend either. They're dropping leads. I'm so sure there was a game they were winning 2-0 and they messed it up. Yeah, man. They got battered against Liverpool. 2-2 with Leicester. And then, obviously, the Brighton. And there's another fixture I'm forgetting about, but who cares? The relegation battle certainly looks like it's going to be the best for a while, to be honest, because a lot of sides look crap. I do think Everton probably don't go down. I did think West Ham were too good to go down, but they got David Moyes and they're playing like duds. Hopefully Brighton stays up for the brothers. I don't really care who goes down and who stays up, to be honest with you, past that. If I had to bet at this moment in time who's going down, I'm saying Swansea for definite. I'm saying Swansea for definite. I'm saying Palace. And I'm saying West Brom. Yeah. Even Brighton might get shagged into this, but I'm hoping Houghton don't do this, man. But yeah, man. Guys, deluded Gooner. I just thought I'd review November in regards to the relegation race as well. I'm out.